Hey guys, Matt from soundrolling.com. Just want to do a little video today on weighting curves. Essentially, what they are is they're kind of in combination with how we hear and the loudness at which whatever we're doing or hearing is at. And so there's A, B, and C conveniently, and they go kind of from the lowest levels, from kind of around 20 decibels to 55. And that's dBSPL, sound pressure level. And when we're talking about sound pressure level, we're talking where 0 dBSPL is the threshold of hearing, so you can only just hear what's going on. And to put that in comparison, basically the hairs in your ear are moving less than a movement of like a hydrogen atom. So it's absolutely tiny, and you're more likely to hear the blood rushing through your ears than anything else. And then it goes all the way up to the threshold of pain on the other end, which is around 140, and that's where it's just disrupting and warping your ear, and yeah, you're basically going to go deaf pretty quick, I think. I don't want to test that out either. So that's a little background, and basically at different levels, our ears don't hear different frequencies as well. So as well as others, I should say. So at around between 20 and 55 decibels, 55 being kind of a normal conversation, kind of like what I'm having right now. Our ears, again, are more peaked to kind of the highs and the mids, and I'll throw up a little image so you can see the difference. There's not that much difference between B and C, but you can see A is very kind of cut off at the lower end levels and at the very high levels as well. And so up until around 55, you kind of want to be measuring in dBA, as it's known, decibels A weighted curve. So if you ever see that A weighting, that's what the A stands for in dBA. And then, yeah, but as you get louder, you're generally able to hear more of the frequencies more, right? So, and because the lower frequencies or the higher frequencies, they start to become quite powerful. They're quite big waves anyway, or quite small. So then, as we then proceed to B weighting, which is around 55 decibels SPL up to 85. And then after that, we have 85 to 140, which is obviously the threshold of pain. And at those levels, obviously, you're pretty much hearing all frequencies completely equal, as well as your own screams as you go deaf. So that's a nice little introduction, I think, into A weighting curves. A weighting is the most common you see, but again, you've got to take into account that if the level of the sound is loud in general, then you want to take into account using the correct curve. So if you're measuring the noise of gunshots, for instance, you would use C, and if you're using normal dialogue, then you'd probably be wanting to use A. I think a lot of people use A for setting up their studios as well. Although depending on the size of the room, lots of other factors come in. And again, these are nice kind of general principles to know about. So hope that helped, and I'll see you soon for another video. Subscribe, and I'll see you later.